I always thought assemblies were weird at school, especially in Crookston, because I've told people about our assemblies we've had growing up, and they all were like, "What are you guys doing?" When I was in, you guys remember when we got Walmart in town?
Yeah.
Me and my friends went there all the time, just hooligans. And they got, when I was in high school, Barack Obama was president, and they had president masks there. And I had to get a Barack Obama mask. And somehow my friend's mom found out I had it, and she was the principal at Washington School. And she called me and was like, "Hey, we're doing a thing for presidents, and we were going to see if you wanted to come and be Barack Obama." I heard you have a mask of his. I was thinking, why couldn't you just have someone like borrow my mask? But she told me I'd get out of school early, so I was like, well, this sounds like a good idea. So I wore my nicest shirt, wore my khakis, and I'm out there with my Obama mask on, and they're talking to the kids, and then and the special surprise, here's the President of the United States! And I walk in, kids just lose their shit. Like, I'm shaking hands, kissing babies, the whole 9 yards. And it was wild. And, I mean, this was in like 2008, so I don't know if any of you were in first grade at that point, but I'm sorry, you did not meet Barack Obama that day. But also in high school, we had these Christian bodybuilders come to school. Does anyone remember this?
Yes.
Do you remember this?
I remember it. They rode the baseball bats over their knees.
Yeah, they come in here, you can tell they're Christians, they're roided out, and they're just, they're ripping phone books, and then they're bursting pop cans, like full soda can. Like, I don't know what their message was, but the main thing I remember, while they were bursting soda cans, there was this girl in the school with us, and no jokes, she was like, paralyzed, like a wheelchair person, and they're just bursting cans, and she's in like the 5th row, and just half a pop can comes and just drills her in the face. I don't think her helper saw it or anything. She can't react. And then she stood. But the most fucked up assembly we ever had it was the week of prom. And I've never heard of this in my life. Apparently it is a thing. But it's the week of prom. We go into an assembly, and it was a staged funeral. Have any of you heard of this? It was like a staged funeral. Yeah, it was literally, their parents were there. They were acting like their daughter died in a car accident and stuff. And it's just like, it was pretty traumatizing, to be honest. Like, we knew it wasn't real, but we were still like, I've never heard of this in my life. It's a holiday season. You guys ready for Christmas? Christmas time's fun. We had our free Christmas movie with Santa at the theater today. That was fun. Every kid got a toy at the free movie today, so that was pretty fun. And, yeah, the kids are happy. Santa's awesome. And, anyone could be Santa, right? I think so. But, Kris Kringle, he could come down your chimney. But I think we all can agree no one's really going to react that great to Kris Kringle coming down their chimney. Who I'm talking about, right? Like Black Santa. I love it. He probably brings some dope toys, but we know how Karen is reacting if Black Santa's in her living room. She's calling the cops. People in the Middle East have it pretty easy. They can call a 1-800 helpline with zero frustration. Probably like a cousin or something. Do we all kind of judge those middle-aged adults riding BMX bikes around? Sorry. Do a tail whip. Can't do a tail whip. You know, like, you can't really play news channels at any business nowadays without pissing people off. But one restaurant has figured it out. Culver's. Weather Channel, 24/7. You ain't pissing Carl off with the Weather Channel. You're gonna find that one guy, they're controlling the weather, those bastards. Yeah, as I told you, I run my own video business. You know, they have all these different aspect ratios, all these different ways you have to film nowadays, but I never film in 3K. That's, you know, very racist. You guys like board games here? Anyone play the board games nowadays? A really hard board game to play these days is Guess Who? Is it a boy? Whoa, what's not assuming? It's gotta be like, do they go by they, them, he, him? I don't even know. They gotta make a new version of Guess Who, a non-binary. It's all yellow emojis. Yeah, I got a question for the old people here. What's up with that Kleenex box in the back window of your car? Most inconvenient place for it to be, really. Like, you ain't reaching for it. If you are, pulling your license. I'm also kind of glad that the hanky is kind of like phased out. Snot rocket right in your pocket. You know, the hanky originated to be for gentlemen to have to wipe the ladies' tears. It's like, ooh, yummy. You should have two hankies on you if you're a hanky man, really. Think about it. Yeah, another thing, you know, sometimes just to show off when I see like that old person walking in Walmart, I like to just run in.